Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, August 21st, 2025. There's a lot going on. Yesterday, just before midnight, on the Diddy docket, the U.S. submitted a 58-page opposition to Sean Combs' motions for a new trial, for acquittal, or in the alternative, a new trial. Some of it centered around the Mann Act, and whether it's a racist act, whether it's rightly imposed. Much of the sentencing is going to go about other Mann Act ones that are different than this one. But in any event, the U.S. has opposed it, and Judge Subramanian will be ruling on that at some point, and the sentencing will be October 3rd, and we will be covering it in great detail. So we're back on the case. Meanwhile, the request to unseal the Jeffrey Epstein transcripts, grand jury transcripts here at SDNY is over. Judge Berman yesterday, as widely expected, but sometime after Judge Engelmeyer did it, said no, he's not unsealing. So the documents are going to have to come from elsewhere, and not just to the House Oversight Committee, we hope. See Maxima Maxwell, including her links to the United Nations, to which we'll return in a few short moments. Now, on the transparency front, when we covered the Roman Storm trial about Tornado Cash, Crypto Mixer, etc., there was a discussion that took place in open court about the government basically saying they opposed giving immunity to a witness from DragonFly, Tom Schmidt. And they said in open court that not only Tom Schmidt, but at least one other official were the subjects of their investigation. Then they said, let's seal it all. We had already tweeted it. So we've moved right the next day to unseal the transcript. And the judge gave until August 19th for both sides to respond. Now, the Storm people, much to their credit, said that they don't oppose it. Release it. That's all we can say for now. We're sort of in something of a conundrum about how to report what's happened since. We didn't consent to any of this, and we just report what happens in courts. That's what we're trying to do. So we hope to have more. That's all I can say. In a similar vein, on transparency, we did a Freedom of Information Act request for Circle's communications with the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency for their application. We want to know. It's an important application. Well, the OCC delayed. They said you have to know who they communicated with. How are we supposed to know that? We did give some names, and finally, this morning, they produced 80 pages. Only one problem. More than half of them are entirely redacted and blank. So we've appealed. They've withheld the slide deck that they presented. They've withheld their own questions to it, which are something that the Federal Reserve generally does. So, I don't know. It's very windy here. Let's transition. It's very windy due to a hurricane, basically. Look at the trees. Behind me there is the state court. We've been going there a lot. Yesterday we were there, among other cases, for the state version of the case against the people, the duo charged in the shooting of the Customs and Border Patrol agent in Upper Manhattan. Ibar was brought in from the NDC, and Mora Nunez appeared by video from his hospital bed and said, "Mira, yo quiero que mi abogado me llama." So we covered it. We were there for quite a long time. And today, as luck would have it, Ingrid Lewis-Martin and others, maybe Winnie Greco, maybe some theater guy, they're all going to be presented or arraigned on a new indictment of corruption inside 100 Center Street, 15th floor. We will be there. We will be there. Speaking of corrupt, the United Nations is totally corrupt. We yesterday published a leaked memo in which they're belatedly seeking to move high-cost jobs, or move from a high-cost location in New York to lower-cost areas. We published the memo. Staff have actually written to the overlays there saying, how can it be that Inner City Press is banned from entering the UN when it's the one with all the scoops? Good question. Well, we've applied to cover this GA, and this is the litmus test. Anyway, we're going in because we've got to go cover a Curcio hearing about the Sinaloa cartel. To be continued.